In this video, we're going to show you the perfect itinerary for Galicia. One of the questions we get asked most is how to build an itinerary for Green Spain, combining the spiritual capital Santiago de Compostela with the paradise beaches of the Rías Baixas. To do this trip comfortably and truly enjoy it, we recommend at least 7 days. That's why we've prepared a super complete 7-day itinerary with the best of Galicia, detailed day by day. If you have less time, you can cut the day trips, but it would be a shame. So let's get started. When is the best time to visit Galicia? This is the most important tip. Galicia is the rainy part of Spain. It rains a lot, all year round. The best time by far is the summer, from June to September. This is when you have the best chance of sunny days. The temperatures are pleasant, and you can enjoy the beaches of the Seas Islands. July and August are the high season, especially because of the Feast of St. James on July 25th. Fall and spring are beautiful, but the chance of rain is very high. Winter, from November to March, is very cold, rainy, and windy. So, how will our 7-day itinerary work? The idea is to split the trip into 2 main bases to optimize your logistics. The region is large. We'll stay the first 4 nights in Santiago de Compostela, the capital. From there, we'll explore the city and take a day trip to the Costa da Morte. Then, we'll rent a car and head south to the Rías Baixas, where we'll stay the last 3 nights in a base like Cambados or Sanxenxo to explore the beaches and wineries. Now, let's talk about transportation between cities. For this itinerary, you'll use a combination of train and rental car. The best way to arrive is to fly into Santiago de Compostela Airport. You can also fly into Vigo, VGO, or A Coruña, LCG. Another option is to take the high-speed train from Madrid to Santiago, which takes about 3.5 hours. To get around inside Santiago de Compostela, the rule is clear: walk. The historic center is pedestrian only. To go from Santiago to the Rías Baixas and explore the beaches, the Costa da Morte, and the wineries, renting a car is mandatory. You cannot do this itinerary on public transport. The attractions are very far apart, and the buses are slow. Our recommended logistic is: arrive in Santiago, spend 2 days exploring the city on foot. On day 3, rent the car at the Santiago train station. Keep the car for the rest of the trip and return it at the Santiago or Vigo airport. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. You'll be close to all these tourist spots. This itinerary has 2 base cities. In Santiago de Compostela, the best area for tourists is inside the historic center. The pro is the charm of waking up in a stone building. The con is that it's a limited traffic zone. If you have a car, you'll have to leave it in a paid parking lot outside, which costs about 15 euros per day. For the second base, in the Rías Baixas, you have 2 choices. If you want an authentic, charming base in the heart of the Albarino wine route, stay in Cambados. It's a beautiful village with a historic square and great restaurants. If you want more action, urban beaches, and nightlife, stay in Sanxenxo. It's the Marbella of Galicia, the hottest summer spot, but it's more touristy. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region in each of these base cities. If you stay in this marked area, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here, on the QR code, on the screen, and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. In every destination, we always recommend one that is very cheap and super well located in Santiago, and another that's a bit nicer in the Rías Baixas. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The good hotels in Santiago's historic center sell out very quickly because of the pilgrims. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: Travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all attractions, good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account to carry money paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. Now, let's get to the day-by-day plan. Day 1. Arrival in Santiago de Compostela. Arrive at Santiago Airport, SCQ. Take the airport bus, Frere Line 6A, which takes you to the city center, Plaza de Galicia, in 30 minutes. It costs €1. Go to your hotel in the historic center and check in. Spend the afternoon on a recognition walk. The destination is Praça do Obradoiro. This is the main square, home to the impressive facade of the Santiago Cathedral. This is where pilgrims on the Camino de Santiago arrive and celebrate. Get lost in the stone alleys around the cathedral. Walk down Rua do Franco and Rua da Rainha. For dinner, start the tapas culture. In Santiago, you order a drink, a caña of Estrela Galicia, which costs about €2, and many bars give you a free tapa. Rua do Franco is the best place for this. We recommend O Gato Negro, a classic, cramped, and cheap bar. Day 2. Santiago, Cathedral and Market. Today is for exploring the cathedral. Start the morning by going to the Pilgrim's Mass, which happens every day at noon. Entry is free. If you're lucky, and if it's a holy day or a group has paid, you'll see the Botafumeiro. It's a giant 53-kilogram thurible, swung by 8 men, that flies at high speed through the cathedral. It's breathtaking. After Mass, take the cathedral rooftop tour. The ticket costs about €12 and needs to be booked in advance. You climb onto the granite roof of the cathedral and get the most beautiful view of the Praça do Obradoiro. For lunch, go to Mercado de Abastos. This is the municipal market. The golden tip is, buy fresh seafood from one of the stalls, like scallops or shrimp, and take it to bar number 1, which is inside. They will cook it for you on the spot for a small fee, about €5. In the afternoon, walk to Alameda Park. It's a 10-minute walk from the cathedral. It's a beautiful park, and from there you have the classic view of the cathedral's facade from a distance. Day 3. Day trip to Costa da Morte, Finisterre. Today, we'll explore the coast. In the morning, go to the train station or airport to pick up your pre-booked rental car. Hit the road and drive for about 1.5 hours to Cape Finisterre. This was considered the end of the world by the Romans. It's the final destination for many pilgrims who walk another 90 kilometers from Santiago to get here. The attraction is the lighthouse and the view of the dramatic cliffs. For lunch, eat in the village of Finisterre. Restaurant Tira do Cordel is famous for its grilled fish. In the afternoon, on the way back, stop at the Ezero waterfall. It's a unique place where the Zalas River falls directly into the sea. Return to Santiago at the end of the day. Day 4. Day trip to a Coruña, or as Catedrais Beach. Today you have 2 options. Option 1, easier, a train day trip to A Coruña. Take the fast train from Santiago. The journey takes only 30 minutes. Spend the day in A Coruña. Visit the Tower of Hercules. It's the only working Roman lighthouse in the world. The ticket to climb is €3. Walk the promenade and see the gallerias. Have lunch at A Pulpeira de Melode for the best octopus. Option 2, longer and more tiring, but spectacular, as Catedrais Beach. You'll need the car. Drive 2 hours north. The logistic is crucial. You can only go down to the sand at low tide. Check the tide tables online. Also, in summer, you must book a free authorization online in advance, have lunch in Ribadeo, and drive back to Santiago. It's a day with at least 4 hours of driving. Day 5. Travel to Rias Baixas, Cambaro and Cambados. Today we change bases and head to Albarino wine country. Check out of your hotel in Santiago. Take the car and drive for about 1 hour south to Cambaro. Cambaro is a tiny, perfect fishing village. The attraction is free. It's famous for its horios, or stone granaries built right by the sea. For lunch, eat at one of the restaurants in Cambaro. In the afternoon, drive 20 more minutes to your next base, Cambados. Check into your hotel. Spend the rest of the afternoon exploring Cambados, the capital of Albarino wine. Visit Praça de Fefinhas, a beautiful Renaissance square. For dinner, we recommend a Fonte do Vinho. It's a classic tapas bar with great portions and house Albarino served in ceramic bowls. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the reservation for As Catedrais Beach and the authorization for the Seas Islands must be done online. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the Santiago Cathedral rooftop tour, ferry passes for the CS Islands, and guided tours of the Costa da Morte, all at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. Day 6. Day trip to the Seas Islands, the Galician Caribbean. Today is the most spectacular beach day. The logistic is crucial and must be done months in advance. To visit the Seas Islands in summer, you first need to request an online authorization from the Galician government. Without it, you can't board. After you have the authorization, you buy the ferry ticket. From Cambados, drive 40 minutes to the port of Vigo or Cangas. Cangas is easier for parking. Take the ferry. The journey takes 45 minutes and costs about €25 round trip. The boat drops you at Praia de Rodas. It was named the most beautiful beach in the world by The Guardian. It's a strip of fine white sand with unbelievable turquoise water. But be warned, the water is freezing cold. The tip is to hike to the Seas Lighthouse. It's a 1-hour uphill walk, but the view from the top of the 2 beaches is one of the most beautiful in Europe. For lunch, bring your own picnic and water, as there is only one expensive restaurant on the island. In the late afternoon, take the ferry back to Cangas and drive back to Cambados. Day 7. Albarino wine route and departure. On your last day, enjoy the morning on the wine route. Take the car and visit a large Adega winery. We recommend Pazo Bayon, which is a 15-minute drive from Cambados. It's a beautiful property. The guided tour with tasting costs about €20. After lunch, it's time to leave. you have two airport options. Drive from Cambedos to Santiago Airport, SCQ, which takes 1 hour, or drive 40 minutes to Vigo Airport, VGO. Return your rental car and catch your flight home. About travel insurance. Essential and mandatory to enter Europe. You need coverage of 30,000 euros. Use the comparator in the link in the description to save money. For those who will rent a car, the most important tip is to book in advance online using a price comparator. It's always much cheaper, and you guarantee your car. We'll leave the link to the comparator we use in the description. Quick shopping tips. Albarino wine from the wineries. Sargadelos ceramics. Silver jewelry with Celtic symbols in Santiago. And the Magus, the Galician witch dolls. Remember, tax-free on any purchase. There is no minimum. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Subscribe and like the video for more tips. And how much does it cost to eat in Galicia? It's a very cheap region of Spain. A Big Mac combo costs 9 euros. A beer, a caña of Estrella Galicia, costs 2 euros. The golden tip is the Menú del Día at lunchtime. For 12 to 15 euros, you get a full meal. A generous portion of pulpo a fera costs about 15 euros. And the tip? Not mandatory. And what to do at night? In Santiago de Compostela, the night is all about tapear, going for tapas, on Rua do Franco and Rua da Rainha. The city is full of students and pilgrims celebrating. In Cambedos, the night is quiet, focused on wine bars. And if you're traveling with children, Galicia is great. They'll love the Cias Islands to play on the sand. They'll love climbing the roofs of the Santiago Cathedral. And in A Coruña, which you can swap for one of the days, there's the Aquarium Finisterre. And to combine your trip, the most obvious combination is with Portugal. From Vigo, you can drive less than 2 hours and be in Porto. The other combination is with Madrid. You take the high-speed train from Santiago and are in the capital in 3.5 hours. If you liked this detailed Galicia itinerary, like the video and subscribe to our channel. Leave your questions in the comments. Thank you very much and have a great trip.